I survived 100 days in a war zone. What's up guys and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I survived 100 days in the Outlands game mode on the Archon PvP server. The Archon is a huge Minecraft server consisting of multiple game modes like factions, skyblocks, and Outlands. And today I'll be playing over on the Outlands game mode, which is basically like the game Rust but in Minecraft. Anyways, please make sure to check out the Archon. All their links will be in the description below. Also, if you head over to the Archon website, then click on store and then click on free rank and put Outlands and use my code DARK, you can get a rank that costs $5 for totally free. The steps for that will also be linked in the description below. Anyways, let's get into the video. Day 1, I spawned in and quickly redeemed my starter kit. I then collected some wood to get me started. I spent some time exploring, hoping to find a nice place to build my base at. Day 2, I ran into a city. Basically, there are loot crates in the city. You can find all types of loot inside these, including weapons and recipes. Day 3, I found a perfect place for a base, so I made my tool cupboard and set up base. It was in a snow biome. The tool cupboard is the foundation of your base. You need to protect it at all costs. Day 5, after getting some wood, I added some blocks around my tool cupboard and started the build on my base. I used both tier 1 and tier 2 blocks. I wasn't doing too bad so far. Once I get some weapons, I will disable beginner mode so then we can fight and raid others. Day 6, I added a door to my house and set up a passcode. My house wasn't so bad so far. I was just missing a roof, which I will get done soon. Day 8, I was exploring for a cave and I couldn't find it. I then died to somebody's turret. I suck at this. I was mad at this point, so I redeemed my special kit and got some god armor and some other resources. Day 10, I had some great gear at this point. I had the best armor in the game. I also had some guns, which was good. And I had a car. I then spent the rest of the day trying to get home. Day 12, I started off by looking for a city. After a little bit, I ran into one and started looting it. I wanted to get as much loot and gear as I could. I also needed a lot of ammo. By day 16, I had a good amount of resources, so I went back home. I stored everything I had in a chest, and so far I wasn't doing too bad. I then disabled my beginner protection, meaning now I can die to other players and lose all my stuff. Day 17, I spent checking out clans and some other events that I couldn't join because I didn't have a clan. I wanted to create my own clan, but not yet. I was gonna create it when I have a good enough base and some good gear. Day 19, I spent the entire day mining and chopping down some wood. I also opened up some gun crates. Anyways, I started to work on the interior of my small house. Day 20, I got an iron door from a crate, so I replaced it with the wooden one. This was just extra protection to my base. You know, make it a little bit harder to raid. By day 23, I was done renovating one side of my house. I had the walls up out of tier 2 blocks. And I also had my chests organized and moved to a better location. Day 25, I logged in and what do I see? I was raided. Someone raided me and took all my good stuff from my chest. I was very sad on this day. They took everything useful and left all the useless items. Good thing I didn't leave my armor or weapons in the chests. Day 25, I worked a little more on the interior of the house. Tried making it safe so people can't just walk in and raid me like that ever again. Day 26, I needed resources again, so I went back to the city and started looting the barrels. I needed as much gear as I could carry and also a lot of ammo. It was the only thing I kept running out of. Day 30, I left the city with a lot of good loot. I had multiple crossbows. I also got a sniper, which is my favorite. I got a ton of ammo and some other goods. I also got some turrets. Day 32, I was back at my base and first thing I did was I placed down the turrets. This should decrease the chances of my base getting raided again. I then camped outside someone's base trying to kill them, but they just kept running away. So I gave up. Day 34, I raided my first base. It had no protection around its tool cupboard, so I picked the lock on it and raided it. I didn't get anything from it, but it was still my first raid, so I'll take it. Day 35, I started off with collecting a ton of leather. I then wanted to go to a different cave, and this one was thousands of blocks away in a desert. I spent a really long time traveling. I was on foot as well. Day 42, I got to the caves and there were some players there, so I killed them. I spawn killed this one guy a couple of times, which was the biggest mistake I've ever made. He came back out with better gear than me and destroyed me. I got low, so I ran from him for a while. Day 44, he finally killed me and I lost all my stuff. I was very sad and didn't want to grind again, but then the guy was nice, so he gave me all my stuff back. I now feel bad for killing him over and over again. I took all my stuff and I went back home. Day 50, I was back home and I went AFK. Day 61, I returned from AFK and I upgraded my base a little bit more. I changed up some interior and so far I'm doing great. Day 62, I wanted to look for a C4 recipe. I asked around a little bit and no one had any, sadly. I went back to the city loot and still zero luck. I didn't find any C4s or any C4 recipe. Day 67, I was running around and saw this guy, so I killed him. He ran for a while, but I finally finished him off with my sniper. Day 68, I was back at the base. I had 9 tier 3 blocks, so I placed them around my tool cupboard to make it impossible to get raided. Day 69, I placed a landmine in my base, and as dumb as I am, I ran over it and died. Good thing my stuff dropped inside of my base, so I went back and traveled thousands of blocks to get back to my base. I need to place a bed to set my spawn point. Day 75, I was finally back at my base and I collected everything. I lost my upgraded backpack, which sucked. Now I need to find another one. Day 76, I killed this poor guy while he was collecting wood and took all his wood. I used it all and made some tier 2 blocks. Day 78, I made my own clan and I started a raid at this little base next to me. I used 2 homemade explosives to break through and sadly there was nothing in his chest, which sucked. Day 80, I spent a long time collecting as much sulfur and iron as I could. By day 84, I had over 5 stacks of pure sulfur and around 3 stacks of iron. Which wasn't that much, but it was still a good amount to get me some bombs. Day 85, when I logged in, what do I see? I lost all my stuff. When I logged out outside of my base, so someone stole all my stuff while I was offline. Anyways, I grabbed some new gear and for the last days, I wanted to raid some bases, kill some players, and also upgrade my base by a lot. Day 86, I was just running through bases for a couple of days, taking everything I could. Day 87, I ran into a guy and I fought him. And obviously he had better weapons and armor than me, so he absolutely destroyed me. I lost all my things again. Day 89, I went back and started looting some bases that were raided already. People left a lot of stuff, including a ton of tier 1 and tier 2 blocks in the chests. So I grabbed all the armor, all the weapons, and all the blocks I could and left. Day 92, I was done raiding and it was time to upgrade my base. I spent the rest of the 8 days on my base. I added another floor to my base. Now I had a 2-story base. I also added some more protection around my tool cupboard and some PvP barricades outside of my front door. I also had a staircase going up to the 2nd floor. Then I chopped down a giant tree. And that's it. This is how I spent 100 days in a war zone in Minecraft. If you enjoyed, then please make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new. Also, once again, check out TheArchon, all their links are in the description, and make sure to use my code DARK in their store for a free rank. Also, if you haven't already, then please make sure to join my Discord server and also TheArchon Discord server, they will be linked in the description as well. Anyways, I'll see y'all in the next video.